Hi everyone, welcome to Chatelain Makes. I'm Lorraine. So now I'm putting out several videos and I'm not sure which order they're going to be uploaded. So I have a Temu haul, I have a yarn haul from a small company in Calgary, and I have my whips. So a lot of people are doing the pickle thing. I printed up this recipe. I am having a heck of a time, people. My mouth is not saying what my brain is telling it to. So I printed out the pattern, free pattern, from Fresh Stitches, A Fresh Approach to Crochet. This is the Christmas pickle. Okay, and I will put a link, hopefully, to that down in the description box below. So here is a picture of the pickle. Now, because I was away and I started these while I was on my little trip, 3-day vacation, I didn't bring any stuffing with me, so I kind of finished them off, but haven't really. These still need to have stuffing put in them. Now, this one is my whip in progress. I put the stitch marker on the last stitch of the ones that I finished. So all I have to do is take it back a bit, stuff it, add eyes, safety eyes if I'm going to, and finish it off once it's stuffed. Okay, so that's that. Now, this one, where's my first one? This was my first one. So this one has nubs on it. No, wait a minute. Is that my first one? Yeah, I think this was my first one. Yes, it's smaller around. So I think I'm pretty sure I added some extra rows on the top here because I wanted to leave room for safety eyes to put on there. So here's the pickle. It's got the little nubbies on it. Now this is not stuffed at all. This one kind of looks like it's stuffed. So like I said, I've got my stitch marker in the last stitch. I just need to go down a bit, make sure I had a long enough tail, stuff my pickle, then finish, add eyes if I'm going to, and then finish off the top. And Bob's your uncle, that's done. So I made that one. I made this one when we were going to Calgary, okay? Then while I was in Calgary, I did another one. I made this one. Now this one I made bigger, all by just putting extra single crochet rows in between. So here's the other one. So I'll show you the two so you can compare. And I think this one I did more stitches on this one. Okay. Like I said, none of these are stuffed. Okay, then I decided I'm going to make a fatter one and not quite as big. And the bobbles, and then I just put it's the bobble stitch. I just put them wherever. And I think on this one here, I did an extra one around to make the bobble. This one has 4 stitches on your hook when you pull it through. This one I did 5 stitches on the hook when you pull it through. No, this one still has 3. This one has 5 stitches. 5 stitches on the hook when I pulled it through. So this one's a little bit fatter. Not stuffed yet. You can kind of tell it's not stuffed. But once again, like I said, I put the stitches on there. This one, I did not use the pattern. I had the pattern for fallback. So I made it bigger around, and I did the bobbles with 5 stitches on the hook. Okay, So that's that one. Now, I did this one when we were traveling back. So this one was on the way. This one was in the hotel room. And this one was on the way home. And this one in progress on the way home. This one was the one I decided I'm going to do a fat one again. And I just did the baubles wherever, and some of the baubles are bigger than others. Some I did 4 loops, some I did 5 loops. Or loops. Stitches on the hook before you pull it through. So this pattern is fairly easy. I'll put the link down below, or at least the pattern information so you can get it. A free pattern. And this one I did different on the shaping rows. So I'm just going to make this one's going to be short, kind of short, stubby, fat thing. Okay, so that's my whips. Now this pattern for the pickle is designed by Stacy Trock. So if you use the yarn that she uses and the hook size, because I also varied the hook sizes while I was making these. It should come out to approximately 5.5 inches in height. Okay. And she used 100% worsted weight wool. And the one she used, a brand that she used for in the sample was the LRA. And in the colorway forest green, LRA classic color number 75. So that was what she used to get the 5 inches. And the hook size she used was, where am I? H hook, which I believe is a 5mm, I think. So I used a 4.5, and this last one that I'm doing, the whip that's not done, is a 3.5. Yes, 3.5. And I'm using Red Heart Super Saver yarn because kind of decided last minute when I was before we were leaving in the morning what project I was going to do, because I couldn't find the pattern that I wanted to take with me to do. So that was my fallback, and I just grabbed that green. I have some other greens in my craft room that I want to try and do the different colors, shades of green, and see how they turn out. And like I say, you can vary the yarn, vary your hook size, and I would suggest if you haven't done a pickle yet, do the instructions the way that Stacy has written them, so that you can get your first pickle and see how you like that. And then you can alter either your bobble stitches, increase the amount of loops on the stitches on your hook before you pull it through on the last to make your bobble, or put your bobbles wherever you want, make it with bobbles, without bobbles. You know, you have the option. So that is my whip, and like I said, I didn't bring my baby sweater with me, so I should have some more to show you on that hopefully next week. So I hope everybody's enjoying their day and their week, and until next time, this is Lorraine from Chatelain Makes saying don't forget to stop and smell the coffee and the flowers. So bye for now.